So this is the last of the monkey books that I got today. Monkey with a Tool Belt and the Silly School Mystery. Chico, Bonbon, and Clark were on their way to school. I wonder what's going to happen. Chico wore a special tool belt for school. It has a magnifier, glitter wire, mathematics spooler, laser goggles, chalk toggles, sparkle sprinkler, ruler, staple kitten, marker mitten, bubble pen, squickle, roll of stencil, candy pencil, protractor, pickle, tissue troll, light up scissors, doodler, shred-a-doo, paste gobbler, paper ripper, maple scented glue, globe spinner, calming fluff, compass, lightning lamp, magnet monkey, stencil saw, and a clamshell clip-on clamp. His tools helped him with all of his classwork and with all sorts of things that needed fixing. They arrived right on time, right here. "Good morning, everyone," said Mrs. Crabtree. Chico and Clark took their seats. Clark's chair responded with a noise that sounded like creak splat. Then he broke it into 14 pieces. Chico got out his chair pair. He put it back together again. That's very nice of Chico. "Today we are going to the school library to pick out new books," said Mrs. Crabtree. Chico had to repair a few things along the way. He fixed a few lockers whose locks wouldn't lock. He straightened the hands of the big hallway clock. He oiled the door with an ear-splitting squeak and fixed up the fountain, the one with the leak. All those things he did. Yeah. Mr. Marion, the librarian, welcomed the class, but when he led them to the shelves, he let out quite a scream. "Half the books are missing. Uh-oh. Where'd the books go? I probably got them from the library today. Everything from Aardvark's Summer to Pygmy Pig's Pumpkin Patch is gone," he whispered loudly. "Maybe somebody's doing a really big book report," whispered Clark. Chico looked unsure. The students chose their books from the letters Q through Z. Then they headed back to their classroom for math class. It was a measuring day, but Miss Crabtree couldn't find her ruler. Chico let her use the ruler from his tool belt. The students measured different objects around the classroom. That's really good to do. Next, it was time for show and tell. Clark was going to show his watermelon before snacking on it later. But when he took it out of his backpack, half of it was gone. Wayne took out his baseball cards, but the whole team had been chewed to pieces. Everybody's show and tell things had problems. It was a disaster. "Something strange is going on here," said Chico Bonbon. He slowly looked around the room. Nothing seemed out of place, except for one thing. There was an acorn on the pencil sharpener, right there. That was odd, yeah. When the class headed outside for recess, Chico climbed up on the jungle gym and sat on top thinking, all the way up to the top. What could be causing all of this, he wondered. Was it ghost, magnetic field, sneaky gorilla, a book club gone wild, a prankster teacher, sixth graders? Those girls over there were digging a hole. He just didn't know. In geography class, they were studying the continents. But when Miss Crabtree pulled down the map of North America, everything was missing except for Canada. Chica Bonbon noticed tiny bite marks all along the Canadian border. This is definitely a clue, Mrs. Crabtree, he said. Yeah. Just then the bell rang. It was time for lunch. And it's Taco Tuesday! That's Aunt Sarah's favorite day. But when they got to the lunchroom, there were no tacos. Someone had taken all the taco shells and the trays. You'll have to put your taco fillings in these paper cups, Lunch Lady Carol said, sadly. Don't forget to grab a spork, she sighed. Clark and Chico took their taco cups and sat down at the table. Chico filled a banana peel with his taco filling. This is almost as good as a shell, he said between bites. You sure are good with sporks, said Clark with his mouth full of lettuce. Chico finished his lunch and decided to investigate. He went to look around the school. He found that a lot of things were missing. A lot of things had been chewed on, too. So he walked all the way around the school and looked at all the things. There was problems with everything. In the library, he noticed there was still just one book left on an empty shelf. He picked it up to take a closer look. Behind the book, there was a hole in the wall. Chico peered in and saw a tunnel. He heard noises coming from somewhere inside. He pulled out his flashlight and crawled in. Yeah, I wonder what he's going to find. 1, it was a tight squeeze. 2, the noises were getting louder. 3, he turned a corner and came to a door. The book door had a lock on it. Chico used his 2-inch book hook to gently pry the hinges off the door. He swung the door back and peeked in through an opening in the wall. See all right through there? It was a room full of squirrels. Squirrels had built a school in the walls. The squirrels looked up when Chico popped his head out the tunnel. Think you probably shocked them, huh? Hello, are you new? No, I was just wondering what you're doing. We're studying bird feeders. This is our school. Right there. Well, I'm not sure if you know this, but you sort of built your school by taking stuff from our school. Seriously? All of this is yours? Yes it is. But you know, I could help you build your own school. A school held together with tape and library books. Really? You could do that? I'll run to the office and tell the others. Others? Uh-oh. Chico remembered a hollowed oak tree by the playground. It would be a perfect place for a squirrel school. So all the kids and squirrels helped him build it. Everyone shared Chico's tools. Then Chico patched up the tunnel, and the squirrels returned all of the stolen items. When they finished, they all shared story time out on the lawn. And even though the squirrels still may not have been the ideal companions, everybody had fun. Boy, having your tool belt sure comes in handy at school, said Clark, tripping over a squirrel and crashing into the seesaw. It really does, said Chico, as he reached into his tool belt for his clamshell clamps and super sticky seesaw sealant. For some reason, there's always something to fix. The end. And Chico fixed it all.